Welcome to TYTSports. Francis Maxwell here, bringing you the final analysis from day 3 between Japan and Ivory Coast. But first, we just want to thank everyone out there for the comments and feedback. We appreciate that you're acknowledging that we are getting this to you as fast as humanly possible. And keep watching, because there's going to be plenty more to come. So with Japan and Ivory Coast, it seemed that the upsets that had been happening in the World Cup were continuing as Japan took the lead with a Honda strike into the top corner. It was really a beautiful shot from the AC Milan player. And Japan looked to control most of the first half. They kept Ivory Coast at bay, but as it's been seen many times in this competition, the team that's down at the half come out like with a new lease of life in the second half, and Ivory Coast were no different to this, and they started to dominate, but they still couldn't penetrate the Japan back four. Jason, stop laughing because I said penetrate. But so then they started to control things, but finally Didier Drogba was introduced, even though he's not 100%, and it seemed to lift the entire Ivory Coast team. And before you know it, Bonnet put in a header. It was a beautifully guided header past the Japan goalkeeper, and then Japan looked rattled, and then Ivory Coast absolutely capitalised on this as Gervinho squeaked the header past the goalkeeper and sent them 2-1 up and completed the comeback. And before you know it, Ivory Coast went on to win the game. So with this, the Turk and the jerk of the game, continuing on from that first goal, the second goal, Gervinho's header, it was a tame header, and there's no way at this stage in the world football, that the goalkeeper should not be saving that. It bounced a little bit before him, but I'm sorry, Kawashima, the goalkeeper for Japan, you have to take the jerk of the day, because that really should have been palmed away and kept your team level, but unfortunately went in, so you have to take the jerk of the game. And the Turk of the game, I'm going to stick with the coach's mentality. I'm going to go with Sabri, Lamouchi, simply because we've seen in Uruguay, they were down and they were struggling, but the coach never introduced Suarez. Apparently he was injured, but then it's coming out that said he could have played, and that would have lifted the Uruguay team, but that decision was not made. And Lamouchi done the opposite thing. He introduced Drogba, even though Drogba wasn't 100%, and look at the impact that had. It lifted the team, and experience prevails, and Ivory Coast are continuing on their road, as I of course predicted they would do. And my predictions seem to be going pretty well at the moment. Let's see what happens in the future, but thank you for tuning in.